What's happening, guys? This is Mike at Mike's Total Dragon Channel, and today I wanted to talk about Absolute Wonder Woman number 4. This has been a book that I have talked about since it came out, about how surprisingly good it was. It's my pick as the best book out of the original 3 titles to spin out of the Absolute universe, and 4 issues in, and it continues to hit every issue. I enjoy it, issue after issue. Kelly Thompson and Hayden Sherman are doing great work. I look forward to it every time a new issue is announced. This issue here is issue 4 of 5 of the first storyline, so I want to go ahead and hop right into it real quick. Take a look through it, run through it real fast. So we've got here issue 4, Absolute Wonder Woman. And I'll do a real quick rundown of this issue. I'm kind of strapped for time, but I finished reading it today, and I wanted to talk about it. Basically, the gist of this issue is Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor are putting together a type of spell that will, she lost her arm in the last issue, so she's looking to replace her arm, to replace the prosthetic she has here with her regular arm, I guess you would say. But and so she goes to Etta Candy and her sister's store. Apparently her Etta Candy's sister has like a supply store for witches, you know, different herbs or whatever, straight out of a video game type stuff. But one of the things I like about it, since issue 1, they've been doing really great panel. Hayden Sherman has been doing really great panel layouts. I love how non-conventional it is. You know, it's splits it up. You know, you've got the different designs here. The panel looks like a bow tie, then another smaller one. It's such a joy to see something like this as opposed to a typical 9-panel grid. But anyway, Wonder Woman and Steve show up here, and she needs herbs to replace her arm. And so basically that's what she's here. It's like a shopping list. And then she recites the spell. And then we see it here. And then we see, I love how it's like so cinematic, the credits page or whatever you want to call it. You know, it's just like, you know, when you watch a TV show and then it has 10 minutes of it, then it does the intro. That's exactly what the feel I get from this. And it fits it so well. The one thing, although I did say that I love the panel layout, this one got a little confusing for me. I kind of read it a different way initially, then I had to stop and realize I caught my error, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm going the wrong way. And only right now, as I'm sitting here, do I realize the panel layout and the shape of the panel is basically a reflection of Cersei's head. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but that's sure what it looks like to me. The hair is the red here on the side, then it wraps around like basically the chin. If that's what Hayden Sherman was getting at, you know, I see it now. I didn't notice initially. If that's not what they were working for, then that's just on me seeing something that's not there. And this basically is Cersei having a dream that tells her that the future Diana has for her is going to be a lot more than what she was, you know. She's destined for greatness is basically what the dream that came to Cersei is. And so we see here that Wonder Woman's spell went off without a hitch. She's got her arm back. She says she's quite grateful, you know, etc., etc. And now we get to the really cool stuff and some of my favorite parts. She does this magic spell, and boom, this sword here is incredible. Is it practical? No, it is not, but I don't care. It looks so insanely cool. She casts this spell here, which basically draws the tetracide to her, and so it's not advancing into the city where it can do more damage. Basically, it's kind of like a summoning spell. You know, it hears cries and fear, so it turns around and hits to the sound. But then we get to the really cool stuff. And I just love how she's carrying this huge honking sword right here, you know. And it's getting even bigger, and she's so small compared to it. And so her and her skeleton flying winged horse make a dive bomb attack and end up slicing the tetracide in half. Look at that thing, man. It's so cool. And that's what it should be. It should be really cool, over the top. I'm fine with that. It fits for this type of book and the story they're telling. And then, so she's destroyed the monster, and then we cut to the White House right here, and we have this person here telling the president that, you know, monster situation's taken care of, but they're still, we've got other problems here, which they're basically referring to having Wonder Woman as being the other problem. But I love this book so much, and I highly recommend it to everybody. This first story arc's 5 issues. We're on issue 4, so we'll have only got one more issue in this story arc. But if you love God of War, this is the book for you. I can really see there being a correlation between fans who like God of War being intrigued by this, because it has a very similar feel and a very similar vibe to it. So if that's something that's your cup of tea, give this book a try. You know, a lot of times people will say, "What's your favorite? Tell me your favorite movie, and I'll tell you the comic book for you." Well, in this instance, I will say that if you like God of War games, then you will like this comic book, because it has a very similar feel. The monsters have a type of feel. The weapons and magic are really over the top. So do yourself a favor, pick up Absolute Wonder Woman. We've got one more issue to go before the first story arc's wrapped up. Be a good chance for you to get onto it and binge it. But until next time, you guys take care. Have a good time, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.